Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, let's see what the messages are. The message earlier was about Saturn, which leaves Pisces and goes into Aries tomorrow. So let's see what we have here. We got two queens. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. We got the Seven of Cups as well. So there's some confusion here. What is this about? Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Earth sign, fire sign. We have the Two of Swords and the Five of Cups. So some kind of doubt, argument, because I'm looking at that fighting fish. There's some disappointment here as well. We have the Five of Wands and Justice, so this is some kind of karmic battle in the spirit world with the High Priestess here. Okay, these types of readings don't come up very often for me, so let's see. Okay, so spirit world. What is this about? Spiritual battle between a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands, that can be the third decan of Pisces, or that is, sorry, not can. It is the third decan of Pisces. So even though it's a fire sign, it's from March 10th through March 20th. Okay. All right, I'm just going to take what's flipping face up. Okay, so we have over here the Three of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Six of Cups and the Hanged One. So again, that's Pisces energy. What's this Three of Swords, Three of Pentacles? All right. Okay, so this Queen of Pentacles, what they've done in the spirit world, yeah, is to control you and your family line through sadness, through heartbreak, through love. So there can be all these feelings of betrayal, being misunderstood, being controlled, all these like sneaky, sly kinds of things. Hold on. So I will say what it's showing is what you've been through. So a lot of hurt through family, through even like the father figure. And this all has been work that's been done against you. So maybe you lost a father figure. There was other kinds of things that happened in the home. You can fill in the blanks. Where you weren't protected, you didn't feel safe. And that's been been put in place to bring sorrow on a really deep soul level. When it gets in that deep, it's really, really hard to come out of it. However, like in the Bible, that story of Job, he did He never turned his back on God, even though he lost everything. And I think it was multiple times. It wasn't just once. I think it happened twice, where everything was wiped out. But he never turned his back on God. So he was blessed with so much more than what he had lost. So if Pisces, in this lifetime, you've come to be tested in that way, this is where it starts to all make sense for you. Why you went through what you did. But you were always so diligent. You never gave up. You just kept going. Like you were the little hamster, the little mouse, little squirrel that just like, okay, let me just gather my little stuff and keep going. Surrendering constantly. Knowing that everything would work out for you. Because in a way, you knew it wasn't your karma even. Like there's like, oh, that's happening to you because of karma. I feel like it happened to you, but you didn't do anything wrong. It was almost like people viewed you as like this golden child that gets everything. But they didn't see what you struggled through. It's that saying, oh, I wish I could be like you, but it's like, ooh, could you have walked in my shoes? Most people could not. Like you always saw the good in things. The lens of your life, the lens of your own eyes, your own imagination is so beautiful that it helped you get through all of these difficulties, all of these disappointments. But you never doubted yourself. You're just like, okay, well, let's just keep going. Let's keep swimming along, and maybe I'm just supposed to be on my own. And you were okay with that. Let's see what happens. We have the Hermit underneath, so you could be going through like a hermit phase right now, where you're recovering from an event. You're like, okay, let me just swim by myself for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's see. Nope. So we have the Queen of Swords. So we have 3 queens out currently. Queen of Swords. That's a hummingbird. The Lovers. Discernment in love. Very clear. Knight of Cups. What it is that you want. 3 of Cups. Yeah, what makes you happy? What do you want? You're going towards that. 2 of Cups. Wow. Lots of really wonderful cup energy. Like the 3 of Cups is happiness that you share with others. I don't want to read it as a third party. Because when you look at the Raider White deck, which is, I don't have it out, which is, you know, one of the older versions, it's about celebration. It doesn't look like a duplicitous third party situation. It doesn't look like that. So this is where you have friends that love you as you are and they understand you. That's where I'm taking this. And then we have the 2 of Cups with the Emperor Penguins. They mate for life. And they take care of that baby penguin, and it is hard, right? So there's no baby penguin here, but it's like that's what you go towards. Knight of Wands. There's this passion. you know, this playfulness. If you think about dolphins, they live in these huge pods and they're just constantly playing, surfing. You know, they're an animal that actually makes love for fun. It's not just to have baby dolphins. Okay, similar to humans, right? And then we have the Hierophant. So this is the type of commitment, connection, that if you haven't received this now, you will, because of everything that you've been through. We have Temperance. You know, behind the scenes, your ancestors are strengthening you. You have this really incredible shell around you of protection, and that keeps that sweet, soft, you know, meat protected. Okay? And all of this is happening because you've chosen love over despair. You've chosen to have faith in God over despair. So now we have the Fool. So this is a brand new start. Wow, and there's that Wheel of Fortune. I was just, not Wheel of Fortune, the World. I was just like, oh wait, where's the World? So this was an entire cycle that you went through. Let's say Saturn cycle. You went through a lot of hard stuff, but you never gave up. Page of Pentacles, you learned a lot. And yeah, it took time. Page of Swords, yeah. This is about observation, so 2 pages here. So young energy. So that's the time we have to learn things. Learn by observation, learn by study. Okay, as we get older, it's like, oh yeah, I learned that one already. 10 of Wands, you learned what burdens look like. Were they yours to carry? Was it something that you needed to do? Or was it someone else's? Okay. Beavers, they're so cute. Oh my gosh, especially when they're like rescue beavers and they live in people's homes. Wow. But they're just happy to work away, right? So we have the Hermit and the 9 of Wands. So remember, we've got the year of the fire horse coming up. So yeah, take your time. Cocoon, rest yourself, because things will get to be really fast and you're reclaiming your energy. We have the Sun card here. You're going to be really happy, like beyond with the Sun. You know, after it's been dark and stormy for a long time and the sun finally comes out, and you're like, wow, this is great. In your own life, right? That's where you're coming towards. So once we get to the year of the fire horse, Ace of Swords, which is on February 17th, right before we go into Pisces season, just rest. Okay, so if we're what, the 10th, 11th, 12th, that's only 5 days. So take it easy the next 5 days, okay? Have the Devil here. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, slow down any questionable behavior. You know what that is. Just take a break, take a rest. 4 of Wands. Oh, we've got a new relationship coming in. Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands. The Star, that's very healing for you. So after you've been through all of this, you're like, oh, I need a break, I need some comfort, I need some rest. It shows up in the form of a relationship.
Love you. Yeah, love you.
6 of Swords, where they'll be the one to tell you, 1444, that they love you. You're not the one doing all of the work. Yeah. You will be guided by a healthy relationship, healthy love, healing, inspiration. We've got the King of Pentacles here. Something steady, something long-term, something that's very abundant, cannot be moved. Eight of Swords and Chariot. So if there's been anything stuck, that's not happening anymore. King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Two of Wands, the Moon, Knight of Swords, Strength, Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Four of Cups, and the Sun. So this King of Pentacles, whoever this is, they've been through a lot. Anxiety, they've had to get out of, questionable relationships, a lot of this like unknown. Also, like, what am I doing? But they've done it, and they've done the work, and they've had the strength, the power, the fortitude to do it, like you. So you'll find that even if the circumstances were different, the emotions behind the struggles to that intense level, they've also experienced. It's not bonding over trauma or trauma dumping or whatever those phrases are. It's like you just both know you've been through a lot and you're not taking any crap. You're not going through the circus again. You both want something steady, secure, true, happy, healed. And when you meet each other, you see each other, you recognize this in both of you. Like, you both just know this is not casual. Okay, it's the Wheel of Fortune. It comes because you've both done this work to overcome betrayal. A lot of people don't ever get out of this betrayed loop. That's what this Ace of Swords is. They just live in that forever, and they make everyone suffer or pay for past betrayal. And it sucks. We've all been with someone who, oh, but my ex did that and this. And I'm not your ex. And if you're the common denominator, that means it's coming from you. Okay? So this is someone who's not going to put their past onto you, because they've taken that time to heal. With the Four of Cups, they've done that inner work, that, considering that, meditating that, okay, how can I be a better person? And because of that, you get to connect with someone who's done the same. Perhaps the past relationship prior to this was where you were still getting your footing. So there was still some weakness. There were still some things that you weren't aware of, but now you are. So anything after that will be very steady, stable, happy, healed. So good job, Pisces. So let's see. Let's talk about this King of Pentacles. So Earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So they've got like a body on them. Like, when they're around. Good job. Okay, we have Turkey spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. So they're a giver. They like the holidays. They like to celebrate holidays. Again, you think about Taurus, they enjoy the finer things of life. Capricorn, they love to make their money. And Virgos, they keep everything tidy. So that's a really nice feeling for Pisces, because we get moved in all directions. So it's just nice to know that there's someone out there that can keep everything on track. so that you don't have to overexert yourself. What else? Okay, there's a gracefulness about them too. So not necessarily a bull in a china shop. They're very present, be here now, interested in life. Like think of a hummingbird. It's like zip, zip, zip. You know, they bring this joyfulness around. Okay, what else about this King of Pentacles? So obviously they've got their money together, their health together. We have power, action, and freedom. Wow. That's just beautiful energy. Power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strengths. I never give up. I will succeed. So yeah, definitely earth energy there. But it's all like, you know, like I said, they have this like presence about them that could be intimidating. Bears intimidating, right? Bulls intimidating. But underneath all that, softy. Okay. And then we have action. What is that animal? A pronghorn. Okay. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. So it's someone you can have conversations with, someone who's confident, someone who seizes life by the horns. This is not someone who's like, I'm not so sure. Not that. They're like, oh, let's go check it out, Pisces, come with me. Hold my hand, let's go explore, enjoy life. I love that energy. And then we have freedom, again, horse. The fire horse. So this is right around the corner for you, Pisces. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So Pisces, if you've ever been manifesting anyone, this is a beautiful energy for you. And on top of that, they're a friend. That's a dog. They're loyal. I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. So look for that kind of energy. Observe for it, right? With the Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Just watch what people say, watch what people do, and look for that consistency over time, because all the masks that everyone wears, they eventually come down, and we can see who someone is if we are listening and watching. So give it time, but this person's going to appear. Let me see if I can get a timing card. Okay, full moon in Pisces. Not sure when that is, but we can look it up. Balance spirituality and practicality. So they'll have both. So you might meet them at some kind of, meditation or breath work or something like that. And then we have, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. So as you keep releasing, 11:11 on the clock, I just looked, is when they appear. So this last little bit, remember the year of the snake, it's that last little bit of like shedded skin on the tail that needs to go, and then they come in. So when is the next Pisces full moon? So this says August 28th, and it's also a lunar eclipse. moon is opposite the sun in Virgo and fully illuminated in Pisces. Okay. So August 28th, 2026. Or, okay, what is the next full moon that's in Pisces season? Because that's right around the corner too. So March 3rd. And that full moon will be in Virgo, which is an earth sign, okay? Okay, this full moon will be in Virgo because full moons always occur opposite the sun. So if the sun is in Pisces, the moon will be in Virgo, which is our opposite sign. That's good to know. Okay, so March 3rd, that's also right around the corner. I mean, August isn't that far away, and you know how fast time goes. And then let's see, the same for Scorpio. So we've got a full moon in Scorpio. The next full moon during Scorpio season is November 4th. And the next full moon in Scorpio is May 1st. Okay, so we've got some dates. Let me read them again. We've got, let me go in order. March 3rd, August 28th. And then we've got May 1st and November 4th. Okay. So, got options, but you got to pay attention. If we're doom scrolling or looking down at our phone all the time, we won't see who's around us. So pay attention to who's popping up in your life and who you see consistently and watch them. Could be when you're outside walking your dog, things like that. But yeah, remember what to look for. Steadiness, okay? Gentleness and love. Confident, successful, pure, free, stamina, strength, someone who can accomplish their dreams, loyal, protector, friend. So it's those kinds of qualities. There's nothing here about, hey baby, you need to know who they are first before any rolling in any kind of hay happens. Okay, and they've got a spiritual and practical part to them, and they've released negativity, so they're a positive person. Okay, so enjoy it. You know, get out in the sun. Yeah, here you are, Page of Cups in the sun. And really be true to your emotional needs. And do those things for yourself first, so that this other person can also give it to you. All right, Pisces, I love this reading, that other reading earlier too. So it'll all be okay. You're really powerful, you're really strong, and you deserve all these good things that are coming to you. All right, Pisces, I love you. We'll see you soon.